Okay, so at this stage we're going to use carbon paper, which is this blue paper, to then transfer the design onto 3mm MDF. I printed out the clock design. I'm going to place that on top of the carbon paper, and you should see the carbon paper needs to be kind of the darker blue side down. There's a slightly whiter blue up. And you place the clock design on top of the lighter blue section, and then the darker blue will then transfer onto the wood. I'm then going to use some masking tape, just to masking tape one side of it so it doesn't move around, and then I'm going to then apply pressure where I want the clock design to be on the wood, so where it's printed out and where the design is. So I'm using one of these tools. It's almost like a little pen with a little ball point, a little metal ball point on the top, and it just allows you to put pressure where you need to, and then it will then transfer over onto the clock design. You've got to make sure that you carefully get every bit of it. If you're not sure whether you have, because it's masking taped down, you can carefully lift up one edge and just check to see if there's anything that you've missed. Okay, so if you lift it up, after you're done, you can see whether you've managed to get everything that you need. Okay, at this stage you're going to use the Hegner, or the fretsaw, is actually a technical name, it's called the fretsaw, and you can see that it works by pushing into it, because the cutting edge is on the very front of the blade. So if you push into it, and then if you want to go around a curve, you can just gradually, it will only go around a gradual curve, nice and steady and slowly, and then you can cut through the timber. Now try to remember to stay on the waist side of the line. You can always sand back or file back afterwards to make sure that you get fully up to the line, but you've got to be very careful you don't cut it into the clock face itself, otherwise it won't look very good, and you can obviously tidy it up afterwards. You just very slowly rotate it around until you've gone all the way around the clock, and then afterwards you can just then tidy up maybe a bit more if you want to with the saw, any sections that you could probably have removed a bit more off it. Okay, at this stage I'm going to use the belt sander, and I'm just going to sand up to the line, to just be very careful because a lot can come off very quickly, especially with 3mm MDF. Just rotate it around until it's up to the line, and it's as simple as that. Just remember to turn the extractor on, put safety glasses on. I should have put the guard down a bit closer, I didn't need it to be this open, so if you turn these little handles you can bring it down lower so that it protects your fingers in case they slip into the sanding belt. But you just keep rotating it around carefully, and then after that you're ready then for painting.